So it's been a few weeks now since Donald Trump has lost the election, and he's been crying about it ever since he found out the results. He just can't accept the fact that he lost. And now he's trotting out these conspiracy theories, Dominion this, China that, they're shredding ballots, and they are what they are, just conspiracy theories. So it's a pathetic attempt to overturn the election. He's lost several lawsuits at this point. But now it's been revealed by what they're calling the Trump tapes that he actually tried to pressure the Georgia Secretary of State to find 11,780 votes, which just so happens to be the very number of votes that he would need to put him over Joe Biden in Georgia and secure those electoral votes. It's very coincidental how that happens. But let's take a look at the Trump tapes and see just how Donald Trump is pressuring the Secretary of State to find these votes.
You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can, both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. So tell me, Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. And it's going to be very costly in many ways. And I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers.
So I like to think of Donald Trump as what I call the king of cover. So with Donald Trump, he can say and do whatever it is that he wants to, and his supporters will find a way to skew reality as a means of saying that's not what he's doing. For example, here, it's clear that he's pressuring the Georgia Secretary of State to basically overturn the election, find 11,780 votes, but he doesn't actually say that explicitly. He comes out like a mafia boss, a mob boss, and he says, it'd be really risky to do this. Something bad might happen to you. Just like how the mob bosses used to say, it'd be a real shame if you fell down those stairs, or it'd be a real shame if I broke your kneecaps. So a veiled threat here, but the Trump supporters, Trump himself, can say, I didn't threaten him. Did you hear any threats in that video? When it's clearly implied that he's threatening him. What big risks could he be talking about here? I don't really know, but he brought up this idea of it being a criminal offense. Maybe the threat of jail time is implied here. But he's the king of cover, so they can just skew it however he wants to. Then there's the implied voter rigging, where he says he wants you to find 11,780 votes, which again is the perfect number that he needs in order to put his vote tally over Biden. And when he says find the votes, he's not really talking about finding these votes, because at this point, all of the votes are counted, so there's no votes to be found. How else could votes be found apart from just fabricating them? But the king of cover gets to say, oh, wait a second. Where did you hear me say that I want you to rig this election? Where did you hear me say that I want you to fabricate these votes? Because he has the cover of this implication here. He can make the threats without actually explicitly making the threats. The king of cover, Donald Trump. Also, notice here how he throws out his conspiracy theories once again, the Dominion voter machines that we've heard so much about over the past few weeks. Apparently, he says it's his opinion that votes are being shredded. It either is or isn't happening. You can't have an opinion on the matter. And all the facts suggest that this is just not happening. So I think this just boils down to the fact that Donald Trump can't admit that he lost, and it's pretty sad to see, really. Either he truly believes in these conspiracy theories that he's spouting, and he's just as delusional as he seems in this video, or he knows that he lost, and he's intentionally lying. He's willing to make himself out to be a liar, knowing very well that what he's saying is not true, but he wants to be president so bad once again that he just leans into the lie. It's pathetic to see. And all throughout, past the 2016 election, you had Trump supporters saying Hillary Clinton should just get over it. Hillary Clinton, go away. And I think it's about time that Donald Trump himself took that advice. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Agree or disagree, let's have a conversation. And subscribe to join the political revolution against mainstream media. CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, they're all bought and paid for. Independent progressive media is the path forward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.